Hello everyone, I am Chef Jeff from Smith's, and today I'm making a crowd pleaser. This one is broccoli cheddar soup. So in my store, before COVID hit, we'd have the soup bar, and broccoli cheese is one of the items that I'd always have, but I'd always run out and would have a hard time keeping up with the demand just because people love it so much. I'm gonna show you how to make it super easy and super delicious and give you a few tips along the way. So let's get started. Okay, so in my pot here, I've got some butter melting, and what I'm going to add to that is just some onion. Any good soups should start with some onion in there. So I have some just chopped onion that I've just put in that butter, and that butter is going to do a couple of things. If one, it's going to cook the onion, and the next thing is it's going to be the base for our roux, which we're going to make. And a roux is that French thickener. It's basically equal parts of oil and flour, and so I've got I think it was 3 or 4 tablespoons of butter, and then that same amount of flour is going to go in here in just 1 second. I want to talk about broccoli for a minute. So when you buy broccoli at the store, you know, you get the stem, and maybe you don't like the stem and you end up paying for that. One thing I really love that you can buy at Smith's are these bags of, they have different veggies, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, but you can buy broccoli this way, and what's cool about it is they're already washed and the stems are gone. So you're basically, what you pay for, you're going to use all of it. Not that some people like to throw away those stems, I'm one included, but if you buy them this way, you get rid of that. So great tip. You find these in the produce section at Smith's. Okay, so I've got my onions going in the pan. Next in goes my garlic. So I'll get that in there, give it a stir. And you just want to cook this until your onions get soft. It takes about 3-4 minutes, but we're going to pretend like it's already got to that point. So once I do that, then I'm going to add my flour, and that's going to be the base for the roux. Now, roux can do a lot of things for a soup or a stew. One thing it's going to do is thicken it. The next thing you can do with the roux is add flavor. And the longer you cook the roux, the more flavor intensifies. Like if you were to let that roux cook for 10-20 minutes, the color just gets really dark, almost like peanut butter or even like chocolate. That's for things like gumbos, but in this case, we're just making a light soup, so about 1 minute cooking time. So once we get to that point, then I'm going to add my chicken broth, and then this is half and half. You could use cream or milk or whatever works for you. And then after that goes my spices. This is mustard powder, salt, pepper, and paprika. So I'm going to give that a stir, and it will start to thicken. That's what I have in this pot over here. I've got my cream, basically the base for my soup. It's creamy, it's bubbling, and this is the point where I'm going to add my broccoli. So I'm going to get those in, and then the next segment I'm going to show you how to finish it. So go ahead and come back with me. We'll see you in a little bit.